So, for those that don't know, I have a thing for the 90s. The 2000s too, and the 80s. And in the 90s, I watched a lot of 80s movies. 2000s, I watched a lot of 80s movies. Still, I do watch TV. It's something old. So, with that being said, yesterday, I got an upload from the universe. This download came to me, and I'm so thankful for it because it made it's bringing sense to something. Because I've been feeling something for a while. So I was laying on the couch, and a lot of times, but real recently, I've been picturing old TV shows in my head from when I was a child, and I can hear it. I can hear it very clear, and I can see it. So I was laying on the couch and I heard and seen All That Kenan, or no, Kel. It was the Good Burger part of All That, and I could see it and I could hear it, and I'm asking myself, why does it sound like this? Why doesn't it sound so different, and it sounds good and it looked good? And I remember just enjoying TV as a child, and I'm thinking about old TV like HBO and stuff back in the day, and it take me somewhere. I feel good and stuff. I remember Jeopardy, how it used to sound when I was a child, and how I used to feel when I heard it and I see it, and this is Jeopardy. I just had to say it because I could hear it. But it was Alex Trebek and Wheel of Fortune. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I can hear this stuff, and stuff sounds different, and I could see it and it looked different. And I discovered I think I know what it is, yo. And then before I get to it, I was talking to my friend, and I explained, and I told him what came to me. And he said, yeah, bro, he said, that sound like, he said, you ever seen Batman? And then I'm like, no, I didn't really watch Batman and stuff when I was a child, and like that Marvel stuff. So he was telling me that Jim Carrey played the Riddler. Look,
My invention beams any TV signal directly into the human brain. By stimulating neurons, manipulating brain waves, if you will, this device makes the audience feel like they're inside the show.
Manipulating brainwaves.
One and nothing to everyone else. You're mine, baby! And now mine comes with the power of yours. I'm sucking up your IQ, vacuuming the cortex, feeding off your brain.
so what do you think? Do you think they were showing us the future? Because you remember in 2009, when the communications network stuff, FCC, whatever, Federal Communications, took over and made everything digital, took it from analog and made TV digital. Now, I'm not sure about the radios and stuff, but I know back in the day, DJs and radios sounded different too. And I know music was recorded before in analog, and there's still analog radios and stuff. So I guess analog music or state radio stations may still exist. I'm not sure about that, but you could research it. I need help with this because it's my first time. I just started learning about this stuff yesterday, trying to research it. But I know radio sounded different back in the day, and DJs, I could hear them talking, and they sounded different. Radio sounded different. I think it might have been analog, and now everything might just be digital, and now it sounds different. Did you know that analog, look,
extent in an analog world. Take the sound, for instance. The sound waves that come out of your mouth when you talk are analog in nature. So we live to a great extent.
Analog is nature. Analog is in nature. Analog is vibration. So, back in the day, TVs, the analog TV was vibrations. It was lines like this. When you watch TV back in the day, you couldn't tell, but when you're watching TV, you're actually watching waves of color going like this real fast. And I think it said that a line goes across your screen like 60 times in like 6 seconds or 2 seconds or something very fast, all the way down your screen. And that vibration, that's natural. So what they did was they turned it digital and they took that away. So now we're not seeing the same, we're not seeing the wavelength, just seeing digital is just zeros and ones, on and off. When you see a digital chart, it's up or down. Digital, now the TVs are all digital and smart. Now you need all this equipment in your house, a Wi-Fi router, you got the smart TV. Now you got massive radiation in your crib. I don't think them old TVs, they didn't have radiation like these TVs. If they had X-ray like radiation. I don't know if that's that harmful. It may be harmful if you sit close to the TV. But with this digital EMF, electronic magnetic frequencies, your TVs are smart TVs, so all day they're picking up signals, trying to keep information, because it's a smart TV, it needs to be up to date, so it's always shooting shit out and receiving stuff, just like your Wi-Fi router box is emitting radiation, getting you sick. Then you look at all these people getting cancer now, don't nobody know why they're getting cancer. Analog TVs didn't need that stuff in the crib. And man, every time I think about TV, I be picturing myself. I see, not all the time, but sometimes, like right now, I see myself at my people's crib, and they had that big ass old TV that didn't work, but they had the other TV sitting on top, and I just see myself watching it and listening to it, and it sounded so different. I remember Saturday nights watching Nickelodeon and all that and stuff, and enjoying it, and it sounded different. I remember shit 2006 and 7 watching TV, and then boom, 2009 come, everything switched to digital. And if you ain't using your TV, them smart TVs, you gotta unplug them joints and stop the radiation. Cause when you got them plugged in and turned off, they still picking up signals. That's why when you turn your TV on, boom, all the new information's on it, because while it was off, it was still picking up information through radiation, through EMF. I love y'all. Peace.
The mammal brain, compromised of neuronal networks, functions as an analog device and has given rise to artificial neural networks that are implemented as digital algorithms but functions as an analog model would. What this is saying is we are analog beings being programmed through these digital algorithms. Them TVs is sucking our brains out our foreheads. Stay woke.